Morning.
Good morning. Good morning and welcome to the Open University course on how to succeed at Guitar Hero. My name is Dr. Bronwyn Chives.
And I'm Dr. Piercy Harbour, and I will be taking you through the most important points to remember about Guitar Hero to win you friends, give you universal success, respect and kudos, but of course, only within the confines of your own flat.
Let us begin by showing you your instrument.
One of the most important things about your guitar is not how you play it, but how to make it look cool and like one you've had for ages. As we all know, being a rock star is far more about looking the part than having any technical skills or, let's face it, discernible talent of any kind.
A good way of doing this is to adorn it with stickers. You may like to use ones of your favourite band, or something that represents your playing style. As you can see, there is a horse over here that represents the power and strength of my playing and is probably a subconscious reference to the fact that I like to ride a lot and buck. Over here, I have a skull and crossbones, which shows in the wrong hands that this guitar is dangerous, as I first found out when I got a bit carried away and decided to plug it into an amp, and the subsequent electrocution lost all the hair on my body. Rather ironically, it started to grow back in strange new places, which is why my nickname is Donny Tourette's. Which is not so much a hair reference, but more because I look like an idiot.
I should really be taking notes, pardon me. Now, for the basics. There are coloured fret buttons, a strum bar, and a whammy bar.
In my experience, boys are usually best at pushing buttons and showing off, whereas girls are more adept to strumming.
The basic premise is simple. Hold down the fret while strumming in time to the music. All this is in no way as important as what you do whilst you're playing. So now, we'd like to show you the guide to what your playing stance says about you.
Number 1. The newbie. This is everyone's first pose. Hunched back, furrowed brow, intense stare at the neck of the guitar as though there is a small picture on there of Keira Knightley and you can't quite make out if she's in fact good looking or has actually the body of a prepubescent boy.
Number 2. The geek. Another fave with newbies as it keeps the guitar high up and makes it easier to play. Your arm must look like a chicken wing and the guitar must completely cover the nipples at all times. This stance is for people who rate proficiency over looking cool, and let's face it, they'll never get anywhere with that attitude.
Number 3. The saint. The guitar must be fully vertical, straight posture and a calm, vacuous expression, much alike what Pete Doherty must look like in court. All of which goes out the window in the middle 8, where the song gets confusing and they muck it up. Again, much like Pete Doherty.
Number 4. The hard rock hallelujah. A favourite with inebriated players who, by this stage, can barely see the television or tell the difference between the right notes and the wrong ones. A classic crowd pleaser, but usually because it's combined with said player falling over something just a few moments later.
Number 5. The status quo. This stance is the first step forward for new players into the knife's edge that is the world of showmanship. It's a cheeky tip of the guitar down to show that they can multitask and play without resembling a mannequin or become a physical interpretation of Madonna's acting style.
By Jove. Number 6. The Bruce Lee or Pant Ripper. Kudos and party hats for the man or woman who can retain their balance in this pose for an entire song. Not just because it takes skill and concentration, but more because every single person in the room will not be able to resist pushing you over for being far too rock for your own good.
By Jove. Number 7. The jail tail or cocky git. If anyone does this move, you should immediately kick them out of the party. They will protest that it was done with a touch of irony. This is a lie. You do not want anyone around you who is this technically proficient at pretend guitar playing. They will only ever show you and your other friends up. They are a cocky git and should be crossed off any summer garden party, wedding or David guest lists. That's about all we have time for on Open University today, but in our constant drive for excellence, we'd like to hear from you about your Guitar Hero knowledge.
If you can take photographs or video any of the poses you make whilst playing Guitar Hero, we'd love to see them and put them on the next show. Just send them to rockjaw@rockworld.tv or post them on our MySpace at myspace.com/rockjawshow. Good job.
Good job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Goodbye.